Okay, level origins. Level origins are the correct way to mark breakout levels. Level origins. We currently know levels like this. Okay, so levels we currently do this with them. We mark them as valleys, right? So you have a valley here, and we're on the 4 hour. So we are going to color coordinate this today, just because it is going to be important to have the right colors. So we would simply do this. We have a level here, a level here. A level origin is the same valleys that we're using, but they are breakout levels. So what does it mean to have a level origin? A level origin is, and the only reason I call it an origin is because it was the original valley. So the name level origin just comes from the original level. So I was just like, oh, level origin, cool. So uh, quick and easy way to say that. So typically here you would see something like 411 be a breakout point. Rather, it should actually be 409 right here. 409 is the level origin. Let's actually verify that. Um, what does it look like on the weekly? The weekly is not closed yet, but you can see where that would be on the weekly. The candle wick goes straight up through it. So a level origins take a bit of time to fully understand. So we are going to go through this, and this would be the very first way. Well, people would say, "Oh, that's simple. That's a level origin." Well, no, it's not so simple, because actually you have to backtrack and find the valley that's tested that failed. Okay, so this is actually not a failed tested valley. The actual valley is right here. You see how these are not closing over top of it, right? This is actually not closing over top of this one, but in this sense, you have it closing right here, right? So you'd have it like that, right? You'd say, well, which one is level origin? Well, this is the trick about finding level origins. It's back tracing the levels to find the appropriate valley that never gained, right? So then you would come to here, right? And then like that, right? And if you were to even go one further, now this becomes the hourly level origin right here. So we'll do this pink color right here, and then you have another one right here. So then we're going to go to, oops, yeah, that one right there. Let's zoom in a little bit here, make sure we're pinned to the right candles here. Uh, Valley right there. Okay, so then you'd go back to 4 hour and you say, holy crap, I have all of these levels here, right? So this kind of becomes the trail. Obviously, it's not this one. We haven't tested this level yet, and plus it's only an hourly. It's not as important, not as strong. Obviously, it's not this one, because there is a 4 hour valley that's higher, that's untested. So you're left with two levels here, and which becomes the correct and the incorrect level. Well, you can see this level was never closed over top of. So 412 here becomes a breakout for the future. So this is what it means to have a level origin. It means this: you've had a valley, right? In the past, that you've had a valley here. I'm trying those a little weird. You've had a valley there, you've had a valley there, and you're coming back up to test these levels, right? And so you've come up here to test this, and you've come up here to test that, and you failed down, and now you're down somewhere in this area here. And in between that, you have a bunch of valleys in here, like this, like this. There's a valley here, and so this is typically how we mark them right now. We mark origin, or we mark valley here, we mark valley here, we mark valley here. This is perfectly correct in the sense that this is a local level attack right here. That is correct in the sense that that is a local attack, and maybe we're going to actually extend this one a little bit here, right? Like that right there. This is the level that you need to break, because this is a failed valley, right? So this becomes a point of breakout. So the way these differ, as these are just valleys that have to be attacked, these level origins are points of breakout, right? So for example, in the future here, let's just step back here, Control Z. In the future, this level right here, this 4 hour level right here, will act as a level origin. And even this being closed out, you could simply say that this right here was the valley that you need to break right here, right? So you kind of, actually, we're going to put that back, and we're going to move this to here. So you would say that this is the valley that needs to be broken here. So you look at this and you're like, oh, there's all these levels here that are condensed, but there's quite a big difference here. This is a breakout level right here. This is a breakout level. This is just another valley. So when this thing starts laddering, this is a valley. It's going to come back. It's going to do that. This will be a massive breakout moment. Okay, and now we are going to look at some of these breakouts that have happened in the past, so people can start to understand them, right? How far back should we go? Should we just keep it local right here? We could, right? We could definitely keep it local. Well, okay, you know what? Let's go further back. Let's just go to some random spot. Let's go to this whole section right here. So you would first start by saying, okay, zoom into an area where we actually have some movement in this coin, and you have a 4 hour right here, right? And this is come on, that's a 4 hour right there. That has been gained, so this is not a level origin. This has been tested and not gained, right? This acts as a level origin for the future. You see how this hourly valley acts as a level origin, something that has been tested and not gained over and over and over and over. When it gains this level, and we're going to color code this correctly, and this is why we need to really pay attention to color coding today. This is a level origin as to where people would be marking out the immediate valleys. So for example, they would mark out this, and that would start the ladder, right? So you'd come here and you'd have a valley here, and this breaking this would start the ladder, and it back confirms that to attack the origin level again, right? And then the same thing all the way through this coin. You would have this back here, right? So this attacks it. Simply attacks the valley and breaks up over top of it. This is the moment it created that level origin, right? In this moment right here, you would have had a couple valleys that you needed to break. You would have had one right there, one right there, one right there. So let's actually step back even a little bit further. Go to replayer tool, go right here. So you would have kind of had these valleys, right? Like this. Right, so this is very common. This is like a very typical common setup. So you come up and you attack this level here. Now we can just delete this. We don't need that for now. You come up, you attack this level. You start your laddering, right? You start laddering off of things like this, or possibly even smaller on shorter time frame. We're gonna make these ones solid because I do want to show break and hold levels as well mixed in with this. So we're gonna make all of these solid. You have your break levels, right? You're gonna try to break out of these valleys, right? This is going to show the break of the move up, right? And put that one there. And these are going to be your hold levels, right? So you're going to kind of have this attack of a valley. And okay, so fine. You gain that valley, you're on to the next valley, right? So this is not a level origin. This is just a gained level. You have, if this would have failed, it would have created as a level origin. When something gets created as a level origin, we are going to switch it in this example to the heavy dotted line, and we're going to make it super thick. That's how we're going to do this. Okay, so this is the same thing. You would have tested a level. You would have seen if you could gain it or not. If you did come back down and have a pullback into move failure, then it would create it as an origin level, right? So you're simply going to ladder off of this, or possibly off of one of these two holds. I'm not sure. You have to break it down fractally, which we're not going to focus too much on, but so fine. That's the valley there. You come, you break up above. So this is no longer a potential to be an origin level. You come, you break up, right? You're going to now try to hold something like this, which you just break up straight over, and then you come down, and the laddering starts to diminish there when you lose this hold. This creates a level origin, right? So this is not what creates a level origin. Today, we're not focusing on that. We'll focus on that tomorrow, but this is how you see a level origin. It is a failed valley to gain. It is when a valley gets attacked and it fails to gain. So when a valley gets attacked and it fails to gain, two things are going to happen. You are going to see either this situation here where you come and test a valley, pull back, and trend up against it, right? So you're going to have this kind of trend like this up against the level, right? This is a gained valley. When you hit your valley, that stops you, and it actually becomes target fulfilled. So let's talk about that for a second. This is target from here to here. 15% move, right? This is target filled, valley is hit, the move can retrace, right? That is where you have breakouts in the future. These moments that are valleys that are attacked as targets are shorted, become massive breakouts in the future. The trick on all of these wedges, like all of these wedges that get created like this against some old timer level like this, right? Like you look at this level and you constantly wedge against this. That's what it's attacking, and that's why it's attacking it. So when you have these wedges, you need to find the origin level, because you will only have the big break when you pass the origin level.
Hey everyone, how's it going? As you know, I'm now giving out some of this content for free that I was otherwise charging for the past little while. Drop a donation, subscribe to the channel, join Patreon. You'll get access to Discord. Great way. Lots of top level traders in there, people who are doing this for a career every single day. So go to Patreon, join a tier, get access to Discord. Go on Reddit, talk about future of trading, talk about the science of trading, talk about cotton candy, socials, everything you can. Let's help this thing grow. It's the way you guys can thank me for giving out this content for free that I was otherwise charging money for. So um, I'll leave a Bitcoin address on the screen. I'll leave the Patreon address on the screen. Just do something to help out. Okay, thanks guys. Take care.